Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. How much did the famous Yellowstone Ranch 4 Sixes cost to buy? Eye-watering amount revealed. The Dutton family may be the central figures in Yellowstone, but the show's setting is just as much a character in its own right. Currently airing is the second part of Yellowstone's 5th season, with episode 13 released on December 8. This season has thrown fans for a loop with unexpected plot twists, including the heart-wrenching loss of the ranch's patriarch, John Dutton IE. While some viewers hold out hope that he's still alive and will return, others have come to terms with his departure, eager to see which Dutton sibling will assume leadership of the ranch. Regardless of the fluctuating dynamics within the Dutton clan, the drama always circles back to the ranch. The series showcases various filming locations across the U.S. In the 4th season, viewers were introduced to the 4 Sixes. The ranch left such an impression on show creator Taylor Sheridan that he decided to purchase it. So, what was the price tag for the 4 Sixes ranch featured in Yellowstone? Yellowstone fans claim another character is out to get Jamie after spotting major clue. Yellowstone star found out about their character's death day before receiving script. The 4 Sixes Ranch from Season 4 is an actual ranch located in Guthrie, Texas. Known as the 6666 Ranch, it spans over 266,255 acres. Sheridan, a native Texan, was part of the real estate group that bought the property in 2022 for a cool $320 million, as reported by the Lubbock Avalanche Journal. The ranch served as the inspiration for his spin-off show, 6666. Although the property stretches across several counties, one particular structure stands out, the Big House. It boasts 13 bedrooms, 13 bathrooms, 2 kitchens, 3 fireplaces, and more. The story of the legendary 6666 Ranch begins with Samuel Burke Burnett in 1870, a cattle kingpin who laid its foundation with an initial herd of 100 and the gift of the iconic 6666 brand. His legacy would see him etched in history as one of the most renowned cattlemen Texas ever witnessed. The 6666 Ranch remains true to its roots, maintaining various livestock within its impressive 119 pastures and providing jobs to around 50 to 100 employees, including a steadfast crew of 20 cowboys, a number that ebbs and flows with the seasons. The forthcoming television series 6666 is set to delve into the rich tapestry of the ranch's history. A press statement released during the spin-off's announcement read, "Founded when Comanches still ruled West Texas, no ranch in America is more steeped in the history of the West than the 6666. Still operating as it did 2 centuries before, and encompassing an entire county, the 6666 is where the rule of law and the laws of nature merge in a place where the most dangerous thing one does is the next thing. The 6666 is synonymous with the merciless endeavor to raise the finest horses and livestock in the world, and ultimately where world-class cowboys are born and made." It seems like you're asking for a detailed and creative write-up on how much the famous Yellowstone Ranch, depicted in the popular TV show Yellowstone, might be worth or its story. Here's a creative exploration of that topic. The price of a legend, Yellowstone Ranch's real and imagined value. Nestled in the heart of the breathtaking Montana wilderness, the Yellowstone Ranch is more than a sprawling piece of property. It's a symbol of the rugged, untamed spirit of the American West, a place where generations of Duttons have fought tooth and nail to preserve a way of life that seems increasingly out of reach. But what is a place like this truly worth? Can its value even be measured in dollars? Or does it transcend the limits of modern economics? To answer this question, we must first step into the world of Yellowstone. The Dutton family ranch is depicted as one of the largest contiguous cattle ranches in the United States, covering an estimated 520,000 acres. Such landholdings are rare in today's world, making the ranch a tantalizing dream for anyone with a love of wide open spaces and a desire for dominion over nature. But dreams, as we know, often come with hefty price tags: land, location, and legacy. In the real world, ranchland in Montana typically sells for anywhere between $2,000 and $5,000 per acre, depending on factors like location, amenities, and natural resources. For a ranch the size of Yellowstone, that puts its raw land value somewhere between $1 billion and $2.6 billion. But this is just the starting point. The Dutton Ranch is no ordinary piece of land. It comes with a legacy, a history etched into every fence post and watering hole, and a mystique that inflates its worth far beyond the standard real estate market. Montana's booming tourism industry and the rising interest in luxury ranch properties among billionaires have only increased the speculative value of properties like Yellowstone. High-profile investors and celebrities have snapped up ranches in Big Sky Country, transforming Montana into a playground for the ultra-wealthy. For the Dutton Ranch, this means its perceived value could soar well beyond even the most generous estimates. Assets beyond the acreage. Beyond the land itself, Yellowstone's value lies in its diverse assets. The ranch includes thriving cattle operations, pristine rivers brimming with fish, vast forests rich in timber, and an ecosystem teeming with wildlife. Each of these elements contributes to its allure and its bottom line. While cattle ranching might not be as lucrative as it once was, the potential for ecotourism, conservation easements, and even film rights could generate millions in revenue each year. Then there's the main lodge. The log mansion at the heart of the ranch is as much a character in the series as any member of the Dutton family. Built in the early 20th century, it's a marvel of rustic architecture, with soaring ceilings, massive stone fireplaces, and views that stretch for miles. Such a structure, combined with the ranch's iconic barns, corrals, and outbuildings, would add significantly to the property's value. The intangible price of power. However, what truly sets the Yellowstone Ranch apart is not its land, livestock, or lodges. It's the power it represents. For John Dutton, the ranch is a kingdom, and he is its king. To own Yellowstone is to control a piece of the American West, to wield influence over the land and the people who depend on it. This power, though intangible, is invaluable to those who understand its significance. This is why, in the world of the show, so many forces converge on the Dutton Ranch. Corporations see its potential for development. Governments eye it for public use. Rivals covet its resources. For these entities, the value of Yellowstone is not just in its price per acre, but in what it symbolizes: control, legacy, and a piece of something eternal. What if Yellowstone were real? If Yellowstone were a real ranch, and in some ways, it is, as the series is filmed on the Chief Joseph Ranch in Darby, Montana, it would likely be one of the most valuable properties in the country. The Chief Joseph Ranch, while much smaller than the fictional Yellowstone, is a real working ranch and guest ranch, complete with a lodge that serves as the set for the Dutton family home. Its historical significance and connection to the show have made it a popular destination, adding to its unique allure. Valuing the imagination. The true value of Yellowstone Ranch might ultimately lie in what it represents to its audience. It's a symbol of resilience in the face of change, a reminder of a time when land and legacy were inseparable, and a dreamscape for anyone who's ever yearned for a simpler, more authentic way of life. For fans of Yellowstone, the ranch is priceless, a place they can visit in their imaginations, even if they'll never set foot on its soil. So, how much is the Yellowstone Ranch worth? The answer depends on who you ask. To a developer, it's worth billions. To a cattle rancher, it's a chance to continue a way of life that's disappearing. To John Dutton, it's worth everything. And to us, it's a reminder of why the West still captures our hearts, long after the last frontier has been settled. As the credits roll and the Montana sunsets fade into the horizon, the question lingers: could anyone truly afford the cost of Yellowstone? Perhaps not in dollars, but certainly in spirit, it's a price too high for most to pay. Would you like to delve into any specific aspects, like its fictional history or comparisons to real-life ranches?